Hey guys, Dumati here with another video. I stuttered. Another video on 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. So in today's video, we're going to talk solely on how to get a higher combat power in order to gear up. I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do. Before we get too far in this video though, guys, quick plug if you're interested. This is in the description. I'm shipping out this Broly figure. Yes, I know it's 7 Deadly Sins video. I'm still a Dragon Ball primary channel. If you guys are interested in this figure, giveaways in the description. I will ship it internationally. I will find you. I have a certain set of skills and I will find you. Alright, so let's talk about 7 Deadly Sins and how to gear up. Now, theoretically, you could do this method that I'm about to show you before you even leave the first town. I don't recommend it because the game gives you a lot of resources in order to rank up. But guys, this method right here is by far the fastest way to gear up. And by far the fastest method to get the blue crystals, and I'll show you guys what those are, the blue crystals it takes to rank up your gear. So the first thing we're gonna do, and hopefully you guys got past the first chapter. If you guys are past the first chapter, technically you can do this. For the gear set, I would recommend before even attempting this, get past the second chapter, but first chapter will work, okay? So the first thing you wanna do is go to this screen right here, which you can get to just by clicking this button. And this right here is the first chapter. So it's separated by chapters here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so forth, okay? So we're going to the first chapter here. Now, after you max out the area, and you can you see this up here? You can max out this area just by doing the blue quest in this area, and you can find them all just by scrolling through and accepting them and going out and doing them. Once you max out this area, basically doing every single mission, you have the ability to get free SSR gear. Now, the SSR gear is really stupid easy to obtain. And I'm going to show you guys that right now. So what we're going to do, we're just going to click on one that I'm working on. And, we're just going to click on one that I'm working on and say go. It should be popping up right here. And I should be 7 out of 8 on it, which I am. Yeah, and this is the fastest method, guys, for sure, on how to obtain SSR gear. And I'll talk a little bit about gear sets as well. Now, I just need to complete, I have another mission going on, but I know it's this mission right here. The other mission going on right now is my daily mission. If I complete this one more time, you can see down there at 8 out of 8. So I just completed the mission. So if you look at the missions in each chapter, you'll notice that the first chapter has all attack pieces, which is really important. The second chapter has all defensive pieces. Third chapter is all, I believe that is HP gear, life gear. This one is critical chance. So this goes by chapter, guys. Each chapter has a certain set of gear associated with the chapter. Luckily, the first chapter is attack gear, probably the most important piece. So that's why I would recommend maxing out the first chapter, and probably the second chapter is the second most important personally, because it has the defensive gear. You need 2 pieces of defensive gear. All right, so moving on. So once we completed the mission, we can just go to any screen right here. I have every single mission for each area done. You basically click on it. We're gonna click on any one here. This is the attack ring we just completed. You accept it, you completed it, great. Guess what? Boom. An extra piece will pop up every single time saying, hey, you completed that mission. Do you want to go do another mission for another piece of attack gear? Sure, why not? And then you just basically complete them all. And that is how I get SSR gear. Super freaking, you guys are seeing this, right? Super freaking easy. And at the same time, I'm getting more quests to go get more, and it is a lot of grinding. This is kind of end game stuff, which I don't recommend doing this at the beginning of the game. And you probably don't have the 63k combat power in order to get the missions unless you bring a really strong friend. But this is definitely the fastest way to get. Every single character has 6 different pieces of equipable gear. Every single slot is designated a stat. Every single wrist piece that you pick up, it doesn't matter if it's attack gear, a defense gear, critical gear, it will give attack power. That is just what wrist piece do. Neck pieces always, look, I bet this will show you right here. Always get, that's defense right there. I know that from the kanji, but every single neck piece that you look at will give defense, and it's that way for every single piece, okay? So the way it works, the 2 top pieces will always be attack. Oops, I changed characters there. The 2 top pieces will always be attack gear. The 2 middle pieces will always be defensive gear, and I click something again. The 2 middle pieces will always be defensive gear, and the 2 bottom pieces, which is the belt and the amulet, will always be HP gear. It doesn't matter what symbol is on it, if that makes sense. A lot of people coordinate, oh, there's a shield on it, it must be boosting my defense. That's not the case. What is the case is the set bonus. Now, the set bonuses are super important in this game, guys. It's a huge way to increase your combat power. Every piece is part of a set bonus. So let's take a look at the risk really quick. And the only number that you really got to pay attention to when it comes to set bonus is this one right here. You see the 4? That basically is all it's saying is you need 4 pieces of attack gear to get a 20% attack bonus. That's all it's saying. It doesn't matter where the pieces are at. 4 pieces of gear get you the attack bonus. You look at the belt, 2 pieces of gear give you the defense bonus. Now, that is super duper important. Don't equip your character with like 1 heart, 1 shield, 1 critical, 1 attack. You want to run sets, guys. Sets, okay? It doesn't matter where it's at. Like on Rimuru right here, I have his defense gear on his belt, an amulet, and 4 attack pieces on the others. Now, you're probably wondering why I have common gear on the end for this unit. It's because until I have a ridiculous amount of money, the common gear is the fastest way to raise your combat power because of the stars. Now, the stars are way cheaper to reroll. If I wanted to change the stats on here, each one of these is attack power, so it's boosting Rimuru's attack power at 2.6, 2.6, 3, 2.8, and 2.5. So that's why I upgraded the common gear, is because I have the gold to do so. You can probably do a complete ring from probably anywhere from 500, 750k. If you want perfect stats, it might take $1 million to do a complete ring like this, or any part of these right pieces. This one, I believe I put all defense. Let's take a look. Yep, defense. And say I don't like a stat, I can click on it and actually re-roll the stat along with the base like attributes of the ring too. And it's cheap. It's 1,000, or if I want to re-roll the stat, it's 5,000. If I wanted to do a piece of SSR gear, like, oh, I don't like, I believe that's critical damage right there on Rimuru, it would cost 2 gems to do. That is why people do common gear, is because it's cheaper. Unless you really want to, like invest some serious money into this, I would recommend doing common gear on the right side and SSR gear on the left, and just take what you get basically for the rolls, okay? All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is upgrading, because upgrading the gear, it actually costs this currency that is really, really hard to obtain. You get a metric crap ton of it by just completing the main campaign, but after the main campaign's over, it's up to you to find it. And the only way to really find it, there's 2 ways to my knowledge I can think of. 1 is dismantling gear. 2 is doing extreme raids, which right now the only one viable is really Extreme Red Demon. Extreme Gray Demon, you need a really high CP to take him on, or you need just a perfect setup with 2 people. So how do you get this then? Well, the reason why I picked up all that SSR gear is to get that blue crystal, and I'll show you guys that right now. Boom! Right here. So as you can see, we are loaded, absolutely loaded with SSR gear right now. I think I have close to 60 pieces of SSR. Now, you'll notice that a lot of them are +1. And the reason I do that, yes, it costs a little bit of gold, but I read online and I've tested it myself. If you +1 the gear, you have a higher chance of getting a 5-star or a 4-star crystal. The 4-star crystals you can convert into a 5-star crystal, which I'll show you in this video. But just by +1ing it, you're not guaranteed anything. Well, you're guaranteed your resources back except the money, but you're also have a higher probability of getting those blue crystals. Let me show you guys an example. Yep, okay. Now, you'll see here that I just got this ring, so this perfect example right here. The ring, if I dismantle it, you'll get 5 of this resources. These resources right here, I just call them gems or diamonds, whatever the hell you want to call them. These red resources right here, you get 5 for every SSR you dismantle. If you +1 it, whoa, that's 50. Oh no, I'm clicking more than 1. If you +1 it, you're guaranteed 10. Now, if you go look, let's go upgrade it really quick. Let's go grab the ring. Boom. So let's take this ring and upgrade it, which is going to be this button right here. It's going to cost me 1,500 gold, which that's going to be a hit. It's basically the cost of basically increasing my chances here. And it's going to cost me 5 of this resource. Now, the cool thing is, here, I'm getting that resource instantly back, if that makes sense. Because it costs 5, I just got it back. Once it's +1, I'll get 10 back. So it makes sense to do so. Now, once you guys go through and get everything +1, it's up to you if you +1 things or not. I highly recommend it. I don't know about +1ing SR gear. I don't do that personally, but I've heard people doing it and having higher success at 4-star crystals. Not 5-star, that'd be more for 4-star crystals, so that's completely up to you. Alright, and so you can see now that a piece of regular gear is 5, but an upgraded piece is 10, so it cost me 1,500 gold to do this, but in my opinion, it's way more worth it. And a lot of people say they have better luck when you dismantle one piece at a time, which we're going to do right now and hopefully get a blue. We're looking for blue 5-star crystals. We didn't get it. I'll probably do a little bit of fast forwarding here, guys, and see if we can get a blue 5-star crystal. There's a good hit right there. We got 2 4-star crystals and high quality and got 20 of the material. So I got double my investment back by doing the +1. Completely worth it on this one. Gonna keep going. And this, by dismantling a +1 piece, we got 30 of the currency and 4 of the 4 stars, which is really, really good. This is why you +1 them, guys. Awesome results right here for 1 piece of SSR gear. Another high quality here, guys. 20 of the red crystals and 2 of the 4-star crystals already. And I think I dismantled 5 pieces. We already have enough for a blue 5-star crystal. So now that we got that, and yeah, trust me, I have a lot more to do here. I'm gonna have some pretty good results. I'll show you guys another method that I use in order to get those SSR pieces in this video also. But let me show you what I do now that we've attained the pieces that we need. We go over here to King. Yep. And it's this one right here. We take the 4-star crystals, we upgrade them. Every 6 gives you 1, and we are gonna make 3 gems. Actually, I can do 4. Hell yeah. We're gonna make 4 gems, which is really good, guys. That actually costs quite a bit of money if you were to buy it. So I don't recommend buying it. And then you come over here to the gear. Yep. Oops, I just hit the wrong button. Hello. Come over here to the gear, and you kind of decide whose gear you want to upgrade. Me personally, I've been really wanting to work on Gother. I recently just pulled him, so his gear's been lackluster. I want to make this right here. I want to upgrade this to the next star. So we'll do that. Hopefully get a defense roll is what I'm hoping for. Ugh, that's not defense. I use 2 gems for this video. And so, guys, every time I re-roll that piece, it costs. That is... I think it's defense against critical. One more time. Gother is so important. He's like the best unit in the game. That's defense, 2.5%. That's a great roll. So by adding that star, I just increased my total defense by 2.5%. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but you do that for every single piece. You can get up to a maximum, I think, of like 15. See, 3% times 5, 15% defense right here. 15% defense on the other side as well would be a 30% defense buff. Not to mention, check this out now. We can upgrade this even further beyond. It is more expensive and it costs more resources, but that's how you buff. That's how you get the higher combat power, guys. This is how you do it right here. I know it's a pain in the ass. Oh, and only 60%. It's a gamble too. It's gonna break. It hit too. Hell yeah. So our defense is climbing, and that is what you do with the blue star gems. So, what else do I want to do? I'll do the HP belt as well. I probably should do his wrist. I'm gonna go get more after this, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We're gonna do his wrist as well. It's very expensive to do it on SSR gear. That is penetration, I believe, 3%. That's a perfect roll. Gother's not really there for doing damage. I really wish that was HP plus 3%, but it's all right for this video. Like I said, I'm gonna keep dismantling stuff. I'll probably do that, you know, like off camera, because I got a lot of dismantling to do. I also have 170 pieces of gear and a lot of time. So that is how you increase your combat power via gear. Now, say for example, you don't want to do that, okay? You're like, I don't want to keep doing this missions over and over again. I recommend doing the hard mission on the first chapter over and over again until you're able to, you know, make a couple 4 sets for your characters, and wear, you know, 4 sets of attack gear and 2 sets of defense gear. Gother is the exception. Gother isn't really there to put out damage. You can actually stack the defense 3 times on Gother, and you can also important to mention, you can see what set bonuses you have by these little icons right here. You see how we have 3 different shields. Defense can stack up to 3 times, so that's why I went all defense on Gother, and that's why I was trying to get a high defense roll on that piece, because every little bit is really making a big... I have 60% defense bonus on Gother from those 3 sets. 60%. That's why it's so important, guys. Now, if we look over here, Let me show you another character really quick. This is not a go-through I care about yet. If we look at Rimuru really fast, we look at his gear. He has an attack bonus on. You'll see that sword and the shield bonus. That's how you know you are doing it correctly, okay? What else do I want to cover? Oh, yeah. So, if you do not want to farm the hard missions, say you don't really need the gear at all, you're just looking for more crystals, here's another option for you as well. And this is what I actually do personally, because I'm actually after that 6-star now. I come over here to the extreme raids. Actually, we don't need to do one right now. I'm just going to show you guys. I come over here and I spam doing the extreme raids, because there's a 6% chance to get the 5-star gold and dark chalice, and then also these right here. It doesn't matter which raid you do, each chapter has its corresponding amulet to it. So like the first chapter will be attack, second chapter will be defense, but there's also a good chance of getting these. So what I would do, I know this sounds expensive, and it is, but instead of summoning, I think this is more important, especially right now since Merlin's here. I go to Merlin, go over here, and I buy 5. I don't know why this is a thing. You buy 5. Yep. And then you come over here to Merlin. You do... Oh, it cut me off a little bit. So right now, I have 1,472 stamina. And I am more than strong enough to... Where's it at? I am more than strong enough to spam this while I sleep, while I go do something else. I go outside. I don't have to be here and watch this. So I just set it to go, and I come back like 4 or 5 hours later. I beat the event like... I don't know, like 30, 40 times. And usually the result is, I'll show you really quick. This is what I'm after. This is actually something else that I'm after. This is also a great way to increase combat power, especially that 4-star for you guys. You need these right here. Oops, these 5-star chalices. And also these 5-star dark chalices. If you guys are needing 4-star, they also drop from there as well. Pretty high drop rate. And yeah, let me show you this really quick, because I'm still debating, and I'll let you guys let me know in the comments. This would be a good question. Who should I 6-star first? I can do pretty much one of each type. All right, so every single sin uses the gold chalice right here, which I have enough to make one. And every other character uses the dark chalice, which is going to be, let's go look at Milim. This is probably who I'm going to do. I'm a little disappointed with Milim's damage. I think she's a little bugged personally. I noticed she can't crit Red Demon. Like, I run Demon with her probably like 6 times. Haven't seen a single crit. So I think there's a bug with her, and I hope they fix that. But I really want to level up my Milim. She's probably one of my favorite characters to play, although she seems a little bit underwhelming. You guys are wondering where you get those big chalices. I can show you that really quick too. It's pretty easy. You just go to King. Yep. And you take the dark chalice. And if you grind that event that I showed you quite a few times, you can actually trade all of these up. 1, 2, 3. And then you'll have the materials in order to awaken that last slot. Now, if I awaken Milim, a lot of people will be mad at me. Let me know in the comments, guys. I need 1 character using Dark Chalice, 1 character using Light Chalice, the Sins, or someone else. I'm thinking probably Bon or Gother. No, yeah, Bon, Gother, or King would be good choices for the Light Chalice. Rimuru, Milim, or Halberd would be really good choices with the Dark Chalice. Let me know in the comments who you guys think I should use the chalices on. Alright guys, so that's a quick tutorial video on how to raise your CP pretty quickly rather. I imagine after I dismantle all that gear, I'll probably be sitting around 120k CP finally. But that's basically the steps you need in order to do that. I need a Awakened King. I'm actually out of those SSR amulets. It's a waiting game. I don't want to spend more money for the SSR amulets. So I'm just waiting for them to come to me naturally. You get 1 every 4 days with the missions that come out, and plus there's some other ways in the game to get them as well. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please subscribe, smash a like, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments again, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Laters.